Yes, thank you so much, Governor. John Klaprick, the president of Spirit of Alaska Broadcasting, he'd like to congratulate you, the owner here of KBYR. John Klaprick, you're on with Governor Sarah Palin.
Congratulations, Governor Palin. Yes, representing the Mat-Su Valley and the business people out here and the residents, we are very, very, very joyous with you, and we have never lost the faith or trust in your drive to move this project along and paying the fuel bills and electric bills and employing people. We need all the help we can get, and I just want to say congratulations and thank you very much, Governor.
Hey, thank you so much, John Klaprich. And look at what you are doing out there in the valley with some green energy there, with your windmill, being able to power a station. That is one of those things that we need to be able to incorporate as a piece of the puzzle. This is a grand energy policy puzzle that all has to be put together with alternative energy sources like you're engaged in, along with the conventional sources, drilling for more oil, hopefully getting ANWR in more areas of the National Petroleum Reserve open, but also our natural gas tap. So all those things working in conjunction. John Klaprich, you're playing a big part of that, and we appreciate your efforts.
Well, you're very welcome, and there's a slight breeze here, so being able to communicate with you, we're doing it with a Mat-Su breeze today and not burning any energy, so we got to do all we can together, and thanks so much for representing our state in such a profound way, and we will never lose hope, and you can always count on the Mat-Su Valley and us supporting you in all we can, and congratulations, and it's a great day for Alaska.
Thank you so much, John, and it's great to hear your voice.
Governor, thank you so much, John. Governor, I know your time is short with us today. Anything else that you'd like to relay to the people of Alaska here in South Central?
Well, Alaska's going to experience big economic growth with this. I think economic growth that hasn't been seen in a few decades at least, probably in our generation, Eddie. We will not have experienced this if all goes well. And again, we're on the right path, allowing the free market to work, competition to work, and by the grace of God, it's going to work. And potentially here, we're talking thousands and thousands of jobs created through the construction of an open access pipeline. That's what this is all about, as well as the revenues generated from production and sale of the gas for the state. But this isn't about just growing state coffers, of course. It's about opportunities and jobs for Alaskans. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this and very thankful that AGIA is working.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now tell us, there must have been, when you heard this announcement, you must have had one of those Tiger Wood, like, you know, the fist in the air going, yes, yes. Come on, tell us something that we don't know about the celebration.
Well, yeah, you know, because I had heard the rumors, and our gas line team had been working since early May on going through stacks and stacks of documents that TransCanada was presenting to them, letting them know that, hey, no matter what, we're going to adhere to Alaska's must-haves. And as we follow AGIA and adhere to the must-haves, we're looking for partners for those who hold the leases to our gas so that we can ship that gas through the pipeline that they're going to build. Here's where we're looking. So we had known for many weeks that they were working on the project, but then when I finally got to sit down with the presidents here in Texas, it was one of those moments I kind of had to sit on my hands so that I wasn't this overly jubilant Alaskan saying, yes, good, this is what we've been saying all along, is this is going to work. And now, Eddie, I see potentially good things happening from here. I believe this project being good enough, adhering to Alaska's must-haves, our provisions that we have demanded in this, though some people were telling us, you're taking up too hard of a line with oil industry. They're never going to come to you and want to commercialize this gas. You guys are being essentially too tough with oil industry. I see from henceforth other industry players saying, look, if this is good enough, essentially, for the largest energy company in the world, well, then certainly there must be something to this. Certainly it's economic. It is time to develop Alaska's resources and feed these hungry markets.
Did your negotiations, I believe your tough negotiations, sticking up for Alaska over Point Thompson is one of the issues that precipitated Exxon to the table in this deal. I mean, I think it's like, hey, listen, Exxon, we've got something you want, you have something we want. And I think it was that sticking up for Alaska and being a fair negotiator that really precipitated. Did Point Thompson, do you think, have anything to do with Exxon coming to the table today?
I wouldn't even characterize it as negotiations. All it was, Eddie, was letting Commissioner Irwin know, and he's a believer in this too. Alaska has its rights as resource owners. Our Statehood Compact Act and our Constitution laid out those rights for us. So it was just a matter of following the principles that were built in, the letter and the spirit of our Constitution, where we would develop our resources for the maximum benefit of the people. And with Exxon up there in Point Thompson, 22 different planned for unit development that weren't ever coming to fruition, we finally said, look, if you're not going to develop, then we have a right to, through litigation, yank the leases and go out to rebid. I'm not going to characterize it as even a negotiation. It was just, we have provisions,
right,
Compact Act, Constitution, and lease agreements. If you don't follow those, well, hey, we're not going to kowtow, because the people of Alaska matter more to this administration, and we're just going to use common sense and abide by our Constitution, and it's all going to work out.
Well, Governor, we appreciate your time here today. We know you have to go, and I just want to tell you, as a conservative, and I know that many people that listen to this station are conservatives, and we thank you for providing a conservative process, allowing the free market. People said AGIA wouldn't happen. They said AGIA wouldn't produce a bidder. They said the bidding process wouldn't produce a viable winner. And then everything, AGIA shook the tree, and it keeps shaking, and different things keep falling off. And now Exxon has fallen off this tree called AGIA, and it's just a remarkable set of events that have taken place. And I congratulate you on being a conservative and providing for a conservative free market process. So,
right on. Well, Eddie, it's common sense conservatism that we're trying to live out in our administration. So thank you for that recognition. Yep. And it's all thanks to the AGIA team, though, and the common sense that they've used through this. And, yeah, I will say for them, too, some of the hard lines that they've taken, it's been awesome for Alaska.
Hey,
it's a great day.
I got to do this, Sarah. Brendan's is Brendan there? He wants to say hi to you. He's your hockey coach for track.
No, I coach your son in football.
Oh,
hey, Brendan, that's right. Thank you so much for helping our son and all the boys out there.
Hey, Sarah, I wanted to say I think there's a lot of us old Alaskans that appreciate what you've done. I think this is proof to a lot of people that your steadfast perseverance through all the naysaying and sticking up for Alaska and sticking up for what you believe. When you do what's right, it will eventually pay off. And now the proof is in the pudding. And I really appreciate what you've done for Alaska with this issue. And I'll sign off.
Yep. All right, Governor, you've been more than gracious.